Hello everyone, my name is Matthew. I am the Canadian Renegade, and this is the first in a vlog series on our tiny house. So this is our trailer when we started, and I guess it's always a good place to start at the beginning. And this is a trailer that we picked up used. You can see it's in fairly rough condition, and I think we got it for about $2,300. I didn't know that much about trailers at the time, so I had been consulting with my uncle who, when he was younger, had been building trailers. And he gave me a few tips. One of the things that I was looking for was a trailer that could take the weight of a tiny house. And this trailer has 8-bolt rims. And one of the things he told me was that if the rims were 8-bolt, then that means that the axles were at least rated to 6,000 pounds. So even if you didn't know the exact axles on the trailer, just by knowing the number of bolts, you could get a good idea of the trailer's capacity. So this trailer here can hold at least 18,000 pounds. This is after we've taken the decking off the trailer, and we also removed those upright posts and the railing around the front. Later on in the process, we ended up finding out that originally this trailer wasn't a flat deck trailer, it was a sailboat trailer. Okay, so here we have it backed up to the garage, and we're extending the back of the trailer. You can see we've staggered the weld, so instead of just bunting the ends up and welding it, that would actually be quite weak. So we've actually staggered the weld, and it's made it a lot stronger. One of the reasons why we extended the trailer was also to balance the trailer out. When we bought the trailer, there was basically nothing sticking out past the axles, and so all the weight was forward, and that would make the trailer very front heavy and very heavy on a trailer hitch. So by extending back, we not only expanded the size of the house, but we also balanced the trailer out a bit better. And here's another shot of us working on the trailer. You can see on the sides towards the front that we're also extending the sides out. I included these pictures. This is one of the brakes, and one of the things we had to work on this trailer. There's quite a few little things wrong with it. We had to redo the wiring, and this was part of a brake job we were doing. We had to redo all the brakes, and they're drum brakes. So there you can see the pads for the drum brakes and the springs, and in the upper right corner, that's my father's arm. And he helped a lot with the trailer. He is better at welding than I am, and he's also really good mechanically with cars and things like that. This picture didn't turn out very well. I'm not really sure why I don't have a better one, but this is the inside of the drum, and from what I can tell, this is after we had them turned, so that was another expense. I think all in all, it was about $2,300 for the trailer, but we probably spent about $4,500 total. And it wasn't just the cost of the trailer, but it was also the amount of time that we spent. I think we took about a month just working on the trailer. And so one of the things I would probably recommend is to just go get a custom trailer. Even if you spent $8,000 or $10,000, the time you would save and also the final product would probably be worth the money. So this picture is the trailer when we were basically done modifying it, but before we painted it and put on the decking. Okay, so there I am with the hat, and my dad is behind me, and we put in foam board into the trailer itself. We have 4 to 5 inches of foam board. There's 2 different layers there, and then we sealed everything up with spray foam. So not only is the trailer insulated, but then we also insulated between the floor joists. So this picture here, you can see the nail at the front and the string going back. So what we did was, in order to flatten the trailer and make sure that all the joists were even, we stretched that string out from the front to the back. And if you keep the string tight, it actually works pretty well for keeping things in line. So that's what we were doing there. And this is a better view of the trailer after the floor is laid out. You can see that we actually had to shim it in quite a few areas. And the shimming was because the trailer itself was actually a little bit wavy. It wasn't completely flat. And so I guess that would be like one of the things that buying a good trailer and not trying to, scrimp and save, where it can pay off, because that was also quite time consuming to level everything out and get it flat and ready to build on. So here we are putting in the fiberglass insulation. I probably would recommend rock salt in the future, but at the time this is what we decided to go with. And so the floor is quite well insulated. I don't know exactly what the R value would be, but I think it would probably be getting close to 30, I think, with all the foam and the pink insulation. And so here's the trailer deck finished. We also had to redo the wheel wells a little bit. You can actually see a weld there if you look carefully, about just past the halfway mark on the wheel well. You can see a lot, kind of like a line there, and I think we actually cut it and welded it back together. There's just a few little things in the trailer that needed to be adjusted, and that was one of them. And there is the trailer with the deck complete and ready to frame out. And so our next video will be on framing, and I hope you enjoyed this one.